hoping that the lighting will be okay in here. It's like weird clouds today. But hello everyone, my name is Jenna. Welcome back to the Holistic Homemaker channel. In this space I show bits about my life living in the low country. I share some recipes, I share some things that I'm creating with my hands, and just some things I'm doing with my family. Little tidbits of slow, intentional living in an attainable way, right? And I say like in an attainable way when I have been an absolute machine lately, but I'll get into that in a second. Today, my plan is to make some goodies with Jack, spend some time outside, and then I want to share all of the gift knits that I've made so far. So I haven't been able to really make any content at all because I have been swamped with gift knits, and on top of being swamped with gift knits, I made this very poor decision that I don't regret of becoming a test knitter at the exact same time. And while I was test knitting this skirt, I was like, let's make it a maxi skirt just so it takes the entire 6-week time period and consumes my entire life. Because that's just how I am as a person. Let's not make it easy when I have so many things to do. Let's like do the hardest version of this task that we can do. But I don't regret it. Because now I'm like, I'm in a groove now, even though it's been since July. So I want to start with the products I made at the beginning of fall and then where I'm at now. I might just go in order, I think. That might be easier, just go in order. So in the last video, I shared some things that I was making some progress on and some things that I was wanting to work on in the future and all things like that. The bee dress, it's ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you. The length of it is awful and the fit is a little weird in the skirt. So I need to do some modifications on that thing. I'm looking at it and it's just like, it's ugly. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's ugly. I tried it on, it looks like a hospital gown. Not flattering, not cute. So when the knit season is over, the knit season is never over, but when the gift knit season is over and I can focus on individual projects for us, I'll tackle that because I've been staring at it for almost a year and it's just ugly. It's just ugly. But let's start where I left off. So I was doing this Deep in West's sock along, right? And I finished them, but so I finished them. I finished one and then I messed up and I hated where I messed up, so I frogged the entire thing. So if you remember from the last video, it was gray. It was a gray cuff and gray was the main color, not this purple. So I frogged the whole thing and decided to flip it. So I've made these socks 4 times. And that doesn't count how many times I cast on and frogged from the cuff. So it was kind of a nightmare. But this, I actually finished it. And I did lose some yarn chicken, but that's okay. But look how, like, let me see if I can get it. You can't really see the purple much. This sock was so much fun to make. So much fun. I did end up having to use a different needle size because my shop didn't have the DPNs that I needed and they suggested just using this one, blah, blah, blah. Ended up making a very big sock. Thankfully, they do fit Cameron and they're so cute. The cabling turned out really nice. It turned out nice on the cuff as well. I did have a couple hiccups. This was the first like complete sock I've ever made, so there's gonna be hiccups in it. Whatever. I did lose, look how much, this is so sad. Look how much I lost. It's like 4 rows. It's like 4 rows. Whatever, it's got a cute little quirky toe and yeah, I like how they turned out. They are really comfortable. This was with Keats & Co. Their silk blend, and I cannot remember what it's called. Sparrow's coming to mind, but that could be a different one that I'm thinking of. But this is the silk blend and the silk wool blend. Super squishy, very comfortable, very happy with how they turned out, and Cameron can wear them. I did block this one and it ended up being to where I'll probably have to knit some elastic in it. Cameron decided he liked the non-blocked version better because it's not as loose, obviously. So the structures are a little different in each sock, which I think is kind of funny. I honestly just want to make a sock of that, and I probably will in the future, but I can't think about that right now. No. Another thing that I forgot to show you, at least I think I forgot to show you this. So it doesn't fit him anymore. But I did make this for Jack. It's a little jumper. And he actually picked out the car fabric, the little camper fabric, which is very, very cute. And we made a little pocket. It's got a little camper inside that he was super pumped about, with the little buttons on the back and the elastic on the bottom. Very, very complicated pattern for no reason. Again, I think this was the same brand that I said the bee dress was, where it was just like a nightmare to make. But this turned out super cute. He looked amazing in it, so I'll post a picture somewhere here of just how freaking cute he looked in it. He wore it twice and then outgrew it. Let's get silly things out of the way. I also knit about a dozen Christmas trees with the intention of using this entire skein of this very rich green. I've made about a dozen, I think. I will not finish the skein because then I got motivated to do gift knits. So these I've been making since July, and I have only a little bit left. I'll probably have enough left to make like 10, but they are a cute little thing that I was making as kind of a stress reliever for a little bit over the summer as we were transitioning into the next season. This was what I did at night when I was a little bit stressed and couldn't sleep. So Christmas trees are super cute. I want to make a garland out of them eventually in different colored yarns, but for this year they will just be green, and then I think I'll just continue adding on to them. I envision making a border around my living room with these for the knitting season, or for the Christmas season. And then also family members, I don't know if you guys watch these videos. I guess I should have put this disclaimer a little bit closer in the intro, but family members, disclaimer, family members and friends. If you watch these videos, you will probably be ruining Christmas for yourselves. I won't say who anything is for, so you'll just see all of the gifts and just guess which one's yours. You'll be ruining Christmas, so turn it off or ruin Christmas. It's up to you. This is a slipper. Oh, the lighting isn't great. It's in this beautiful green. Oh, I wish the lighting was better. It's in a really beautiful green color. It's like a hunter green almost, and this is with Rowan yarn. So this was the Yak DK. I made a little slipper, and this pattern is mine actually. Surprisingly enough, they don't have any holes in them and no mistakes to my knowledge, but this yarn, Rowan yarn, is like, I love knitting with Rowan yarn. Like, it's very satisfying. So there's a pair of slippers that turned out super cute. I did a broken rib toe. I don't know if you can really see. There you go, a little bit. Broken rib toe with a cute little design up the top, and we'll just hope that they fit who they're going to. And then we've got beanies. We've got beanies for days right now. I have, this is just made with the Happy Bee, I think, the Hobby Lobby brand yarn, and just pom-poms that I ordered on Amazon. So we have this little cute stripy beanie, super easy to make. I just did 2x2 for the board, or for the rim, and then one row, it's all stockinette, but one row of the cream, 2 rows of the purple, and fun little pinky creamy pom-pom up top. So one beanie. It is super tightly knit. I don't love it. It does feel really nice. I'm just hoping that it's comfortable to wear. And then I have this cute little beanie. It is in Blush, is the name of the Happy Bee yarn, is Blush. And this is in the, I think it's a 6. It's chunky, bulky yarn with a little gray pom-pom. And then we have the heart beanie, which I really love how this one turned out. And this I used Biscotti, the colorway Biscotti, and this is the lilac. The Biscotti is cute because it has all these different colors in it. So this is another one. And this is in the biscotti as well, in the chunky Happy Bee. I am, for one chunk of the family, they have quite a few kids, so I will be blending in the biscotti with each beanie and just kind of tie them all together. So here's one biscotti, two biscotti, and then I have this was a Wool in the Gang pattern, and I feel Jolly Roger's coming to mind. Jolly Roger scarf? Jolly something scarf? So it is super long scarf. I am gonna block it because I don't like the curling in so much, but it's got these cute little pockets at the bottom. Super fun to knit up. I knit it up very quickly, and I think they'll like it. I think that it'll be used. At least I hope so. But there's that. So very cute little pockets at the end, and it doesn't get terribly cold here, so I wanted to make practical things that could just get through the season. I didn't want to make like super complicated patterns. Like I didn't want to make mittens or anything like that because they're not going to be used for very long. So beanies are easy, scarves are easy and practical. So especially because these people don't even live here, it'll be much more practical to just have the easy throw on stuff. I made these, and these turned out like, if I hadn't already sent a picture to the spouse of this person, I would keep them because they feel so good. And so it is with the Keens & Co. again, on the border and the heel. And I made the heel super thick because I feel like they'll be worn on the back porch, and I kind of didn't want the heel to fall apart. And then this is the Hibiscus Palm hand-dyed yarn from Hobby Lobby. And I'm actually really impressed with the hand-dyed yarn at Hobby Lobby. It is very luxurious. It's very soft. It's super cozy. And this, again, I started doing the Keens & Co. for the toe, and then realized I didn't have enough of this mist color. And so I frogged back the toe, and then just decided to do just this really cool, with my decreases, there's like this arrow that goes shoop right over the top of the toe, and it kind of gives like the toe a little bit of spice. So they turned out really, really nice. They are so soft, and the construction is really nice. I can't remember what pattern I used for these. I feel like it's called like the basic sock. I'll link it below. But it was a very easy pattern to follow. I cast on, I think, 60 for this on size 1s. And they just turned out just so cute. I really do love how they turned out, and I really think that this person's going to love them. They just reminded me of like, so when you like see a skein, you don't really know what it is until you start to ball it, you know? So like this is what it looks like. It just like reminds me of, oh, that's nice, of clowns. You know, it just reminds me of clowns and like spooky clowns. This is like horror movie to me. Horror movie yarn. It's super rich, super just concentrated colors. And so I think that that's really cool. Let me see if this will work. Come on, you. There we go. So the way that it's self-striped is really neat too. And I love that on this sock, the part of the gusset is like super blue and yellow, and then on the opposite one it's just all red. So I like that they kind of clash a little bit, but it turned out really cool, and it just reminds me of horror movies, which is going to be just perfect for her. Let's see. I also made for the kids, there's a bunch of them somewhere else. Here they are. To go along with the little things like the beanies and the scarves and stuff like that, I made these bowl cozies. So they're reversible. This one has little daisies on it, and then it's like a tie-dyed. Stop focusing on me. There we go. It's like a tie-dye splash on the inside. So I've got 2 of these ones. And then this one is this cute little floral pattern, and then purple on the inside. So I've got 4 of these, and they're just cute little like snack bowls. I mean, the kids are all of they're all fun ages. So these are like little snack bowls or little, we use them a lot actually for ice creams. Like if your bowl's too cold or your bowl's too hot, it's a cute little like thing to just set it in. Jack also uses his. We just put some snacks inside of it. He can carry it around super easy, and it's something that he can't break. So these will also be going in with the gifts. And then we get into, oh my gosh, am I already there? Behind me, I'll flip-flop and go to whips real quick. So this is a modified version of the Merrill Stripe sweater. I say modified version because I'm not doing brioche. That's a wool in the gang pattern as well. I had them downloaded in my binder, and so I was like, oh, I might as well. I have all this wool in the gang yarn, I might as well just use it. But so they call for a double strand of alpaca, and I had a ton of mohair that I'm so sick of looking at mohair. I'm not even joking right now. So I decided I was going to do an alpaca mohair combo. And so it's super fuzzy. And I did their purple, what do they call it? No, what's it called? I don't know what they call it. Whatever their purple alpaca and mohair is. So I paired that, and then I did the purple mohair and the white alpaca. And so I didn't do brioche, and I also didn't do as many rows as they required because I don't want a sloppy frumpy sweater. I want one that's going to fit. And so, because I'm not a huge frumpy oversized person when I actually get dressed for the day, and this is a sweater that I would want to wear out, I think, as it gets colder. So it's turning out pretty cute. I just have one panel done, but I think it's turning out pretty cute. I like how subtle and like ashy the white stripes are. I do not regret my decision to blend it with the purple. I think it's turning out really cute. So I have one panel done. I'll get to this when I get to it. I'm not too concerned about it right now. This is my when I run out of yarn and it's not Friday yet to go buy yarn project that I can just pick up real quick. It knits up super fast, so I'm not worried about finishing it before winter ends. And then I also have this sweater that I started for no reason at all. This is, it's a Lions brand quick stitch in white. It's actually going to be a tank top, and it's just white, super basic, ribbing on the bottom, stockinette up. I'm about to be where I would be dividing for the sleeves, so, and as I'm doing this, you know what, you don't work on a project for a long time, and while you're working on it, you're like, okay, this color is the beginning of row, or this color is the front, this color is the back. I don't remember what it is on this. That'll be fun later to figure out. We'll see how that sweater goes. That'll be a whip for a hot minute. Before I get into the test knit that I did, I want to show you guys the slippers that I made too, because I knocked these out so fast. The cloud slipper pattern is awesome. It's super easy. There's one pair of slippers I made, one of the slippers in 20 minutes. So that's pretty killer. Okay, look how adorable this is. Let me see if the pattern will actually pop up on here. So it's cute little stockinette horizontally, and then there's purling all down the bottom. It's stitched up from the bottom and then cinched in the toe so that it lays flat. But they turned out so cute. I've got them in this green, and this is the Thick and Quick Lions brand, Thick and Quick. So I have this green. Let's see if it'll stop focusing on me. Super cute. They look better in person. But I also made one in black, which I love how this one turned out because it just feels so solid. I did the sea glass colorway, which I think is really beautiful. Let's see if that pops. It's got grays and blues and whites. And then I did this earthy toned one as well. And it's got this cute blend of like a gray, blue, white creams. So these are the cloud slippers. This is a free pattern, and I cannot wait to be able to make some for us. It didn't even take a full skein of yarn for most of these. Like this green one, I have a ton left. The black one is a men's size, so it did take almost the entire skein, but it was so easy. Oh my gosh, I cannot even believe. I finished all 4 of these in like a day and just spent one night binge watching Daisy Jones knitting or like sewing them up. But they turned out great, and they're a great gift knit too because they knit up so quickly. So if you're in a pinch and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do blah 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 blah, the cloud slipper, highly recommend. Cameron and I both tried them on to make sure that they felt good and they fit right, all the good stuff. Love it. And then we get into the test knit that I did, and I'm so proud of it. Oh my god. So I'll show you on here, but then I'll also like post a picture somewhere or a video somewhere next to me so you can see it with me on. I'm so excited, I forgot words for a second. See me with it on. So this is the Not Quite Cables skirt, and it's called the Not Quite Cables skirt because down each side there is cabling. There's also some lace detail, but there's cabling. But it's not done with cables. It's done with knit 2 togethers, make ones, and it just shifts it, and then you knit, and then it shifts it, and then you knit. It was so incredibly easy once I got in a groove. And so the reason why I decided to do a maxi is because a knee-length skirt felt too formal for my life right now. Maxi's a little bit more casual. It's also a little bit more like beachy boho, which I live in an island. It makes more sense. So the yarn that I used is, I have it right here because I just did my submission yesterday. But so the white that I have, oh, this yarn is just so beautiful. The white is Lang Yarn's Liza, and I think the color just is white, but this is a bamboo, wool, and silk blend on this one. So very wicking, very soft, not super heavy with the wool because it does have all these other blends in it. And it's only 20% wool. It's 70% bamboo. So the bamboo is really going to help in the summers here because it is so hot, which means that I can pretty much wear this skirt year round. The other yarn, this beautiful creamy one, is a mono yarn. Colorway is Aini. I asked for the pronunciation and that's what I was told. And this is, let's see if it'll work. There we go. 80% baby alpaca, 20% silk. So we have a nice combination of very soft yarns, not ones that are super bulky and thick, and ones that are hypoallergenic, which is very important because I am around children. I don't want to make anybody itchy. And I've actually already worn it out. I regret my bind off. I just did a knit slip bind off, and I wish I had done an elastic or decided to experiment with an Icelandic bind off, but I just didn't have the time because I was blocking it the day before it was due. Yeah, so it was due yesterday. I was blocking it 2 days ago, and I just didn't have enough time to have it ready to wear for pictures. So I just did a quick knit pass bind off, but it turned out gorgeous. It's just ribbing on the top. There was a yarn over hole placed to do elastic in there, which it's still intact. I am going to sew a slip into it because it is a little bit see-through, so I will sew a slip in this at some point. I'm not too concerned about it right now, but once the seasons kind of change and I'm wearing this on a regular basis, I don't want to be like completely see-through. So that's the test knit that I did, and I'm obsessed with it. I'm so happy it came out. I'm also really happy that I took a break from the gift knits to focus on something for myself. I think that that's going to be a nice little like mental boost. So I guess I could have finished one of these things, but I didn't think I was going to get picked for the test knit, so I just applied, and then when I got picked, I was like, well, shit, now I need to do this test knit, and I have like, how many more projects do I have to do though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 7 more projects left to do. So the next things that I will be doing, I'm almost out of time, but it's okay. I'm going to be making, I had this hand-dyed yarn from Hobby Lobby, and this is Pacific something. It's just blues and whites with little specks of pink. I'm gonna make a golf club cover for my dad with this. Oh, I just said it was from. I'm gonna make a golf club cover I know my dad isn't watching this, but this will be a golf club cover. And I'm pretty excited about that. It seems like it'll be a quick knit. It is fingering weight, so like it's going to take me a minute, but I'm just going to slip it on my DPNs and go to town as soon as I'm done with these other projects first. So I've got 1, 2, 3 beanies to do. I'm going to make a mug cozy out of this Woolies. And this is just a nice gray, Oxford gray is what they call it. So it's got some cabling in it. I have a couple of patterns to choose that I'm still like playing with, but that should be good. And then the beanies I'm not too worried about. I still have to get 2 different skeins of yarn for some other projects, but then I'm going to do the Lavender Lane sock pattern as well, which is a free sock pattern in this Keeps & Co blend. It is the same plummy, let's see if it'll work, color that I did for the Stephen West sock. So I already know how it knits up, how it works. This will be the Lavender Lane sock. So I can post that pattern below too, because it's a very beautiful pattern. I'm really excited to knit that up, and it doesn't seem too complex. I think that's all of the things that I've been knitting, and that I feel like this should just be its own video at this point. My gosh. But I only have 7 more to go. I finished a lot of people. That's a lot of people. So I'm super pumped. The season of gift knits is almost done. I'm trying to do a difficult one with like 2 super easy ones, so I still get that like instant gratification of getting things off the needles. But I'm also going to be probably today just knitting Jack a little beanie out of the leftover green. He doesn't have a beanie that fits right now, so it's getting a little cold down here, so I'm gonna knit him up a beanie pretty soon. And then yeah, that's it for today, I think. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment below on what you are making for your gift knit season, whatever you're doing, craft wise, crochet. If you're if you do stitching, like embroidery or anything like that, let me know what you're doing, because I really want to start playing with that at some point. But yeah, so next I'll just segue into a video of Jack and I enjoying some delicious hot chocolate and showing you what I've been able to gather from the garden. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'm making you hot chocolate. Oh yeah. Baby. Come on, baby. Come get your hot chocolate. Oh, did it go underneath? Me. Come sit over here. Oh, you want to sit right here? You can sit right there. Sit in your chair, little baby. Is it good? Cheers. Mmm.
Okay.